everyone to our Monday Euro time stream. So we're playing Blitz and Rapid Chess here against viewers and friends and subscribers from the midday USA time, something more appropriate for those of you, perhaps the European players, a little easier to manage this. Mondays and Fridays, I'm trying to do this time, 12:30 Eastern time. Welcome everybody to my stream. I'm here with the Macro Panda. He started drinking early. I'm just drinking some iced tea, so alcohol-free stream for me. Panda's just doing his thing. Have to keep him in line though. He's got some rum there. Getting started, but he doesn't work, so he's on a pension. Do what he wants. Welcome guys to lichess and Twitch. International Master William Pascal with the Macro Panda. Panda back in Budapest. My home away from home. I'm actually at my home away from home here in the USA. So guys, getting the stream started. Hopefully everything's good. We're going to grab some opponents slowly, but I think I might have to forcibly grab one from the lobby to get warmed up here. Not tournament. Let's go to create a game. Let's go to lobby. Crush Kinger. Norway chess is happening right now. Unfortunately, a lot of people are probably watching that tournament, but that's all right. We've got to stick to the schedule. Let's get an opponent here, casually rated between 5+3 and 7+3. At least a 5-0. Tony the Count. So here's a 5-5 rated. 5-5 rated. You can also challenge me to chess 960 if you prefer. There's a 5-3 from provisional. 4-2 chess 960. Wow, he's got a crazy rating, 2000. Casual. Can I get a casual game? A random guy? Let's play this random guy in chess 960. No. Waiting for a challenge, guys. We have 2 viewers crushing it. But we're competing with Norway chess. Major tournament going on. But I am not going to abandon my schedule because of some silly... We had a little bit of drop frames a moment ago. Hopefully the stream is good. That's kind of unusual. Let me know if there's any issues with the stream as we get started. Negro Modelo challenged me to 5+3 chess 960 an Uber driver. So, all right, tough games to start with. Negro Modelo, casual 5+3 chess 960. That sounds good. Who cares about Norway chess anyway? Those boring Grandmaster games. Let's play some real chess here. Negro Modelo, I've had a hard time getting over 2200 in chess 960. The ratings are a little tougher there, but I've been disappointed by my results. I played 132 rated games. I feel like I should have gone over 22, but I'm not really practicing chess 960. Got something on my screen. Trying to clean it off. I'm not practicing chess 960. I play very, very rarely. But I do think that it's a good exercise for your regular chess game. So don't hesitate to play chess 960. It's my turn. I'm having some problem moving the pieces for some reason. That's very strange. Maybe I have to refresh my page. Let me try refreshing the page and see if something... Yeah, it's all good now. Something I did, I think I pressed the screen. I have a touch screen. And I think I did something weird when I touched the screen. Welcome, Uber driver. Welcome to all of our subscribers. Our Euro-facing stream. Chess 960 challenge from Negro Modelo. I touched the touch screen and I don't know what I did, but suddenly I couldn't move the pieces with my mouse anymore. Now it's all set. Just refreshed. Let me know if there's any issues. I had some drop frames, which is very rare. 3.6 drop frames. My internet is sometimes iffy. Generally, it's been okay. Lately, especially. C4, E5. Sharp. Sharpness 5. Little Minecraft joke. There was somebody on, I want to say ICC, like 20 years ago. There was somebody on lichess named Sharpness 5.
I don't know that one.
Alexa, I told you to mute yourself. I'm going to have to turn you off because you're bad.
Sorry, I still didn't get that. But if you're looking for something fun to do, I've got some games for you.
Yeah, I'm playing a game now. I don't need any more games. Thank you. So rude.
Puzzle games, sport games, top games.
Alexa, mute.
I didn't quite get that.
Alexa, mute. Mute.
I'm not understanding. Would you like me to pick you a game instead?
Damn, it's like a meme. It really is. This is Chess 960. Haven't played much lately. I'm playing the English opening of sorts. Our kings are on the normal square though, which gives it a distinctive flavor. Chess-like flavor. You saw the link? You sent me an Uber? Stupid jokes today. Negro Modelo basically playing a reverse Sicilian. Okay, so here's the deal. Today's Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday. We have a password protected tournament tomorrow night. I will forward the password tomorrow night at 5:30 for our 5:45 start Rapid Arena. I'll forward the password to some of the regulars here on the stream. And those of you, who don't know the password can get the password up from either myself, like we did last week, from either myself or one of the regulars. That's going to happen tomorrow night. Uber efficient play by Black. Like a god. Alcon Tour. Bob is back. Mad Ramus is apparently from France. Yes, Bob, he's part of the French and Indian War. Stupid jokes. All right. Scheveningen. More like a dove, Bob. More like a dove. Negro Modelo with perfect coordination. More aggressive setup with a strong pawn on e5. I think that guarantees Black an instant advantage. I haven't played Chess 960 much at all, but I thought I will throw one out there. I want to unban a friend from this channel. How do I do it? You don't. You don't. You see, that's the thing. Yeah, just let Bob know. He'll take care of it. Yesterday I had an opponent who I had blocked on lichess, and I was saying all the different reasons why I might have blocked them because I couldn't remember. But one of the other reasons that's very likely if I blocked someone, I was thinking that I didn't mention yesterday, a very common reason for me to block people on lichess is people who incessantly challenge me to games. I think that's the number one reason why I would block accounts on lichess. Basically, they challenge me and I'm like, no, I'm working. And then they challenge me again. And I'm like, no, I can't accept your challenge. I'm working. Then they challenge me like 3 or 4 times in a row. And so then the only choice is to actually ban their account on lichess because I can't get them to stop challenging me. I mean, so it's very likely something like that. All right, I don't like this. This looks passive. I don't really know much about Negro Modelo, but he certainly seems like an extremely strong player. Wasn't it like Mexico or something? No, that's just the beer. Okay. We don't know where he's from. He's very mysterious. It's S4's other account. Man, it's so systematic the way he's playing. Does he play a lot of Chess 960? 2003. Wow, that's a lot of games. 3,800. He's actually got more chess 960 than any other variation. Bullet. That's a lot of chess 960 games. Very principled play by Black so far. I really don't like when strong players are the first games out, and it always seems to be that's the case. The higher rated players are the first ones to challenge me, and I'm like really not even awake yet for the first game, or ambushes me like that all the time. Negro Modelo's probably playing all day, and I haven't played all day. So it's hard. But I already think that Black is clearly better, almost winning. Let's try something a little crazy here. Perfect. Application denied. Rubber stamp. We need a little more information than that. Like, why were they banned from my channel? That would be good to know. And why wouldn't they ask on their own? You know, like send more information. Hey, I was rude. Hey, I challenged you 8,000 times in a row and you banned me from your channel. Can I please be unbanned or something like that? The randomness of it is a little alarming. Not that many people. It's not that easy to get banned. You're like a troll. You keep challenging me incessantly to game after game. I mean, this guy's playing like perfectly here. I don't know what to do. I just want to resign at this point. I just literally want to resign. How is he 2,000? I mean, he played a perfect game so far. I have no idea what I'm doing. Also, slightly suffering from a food coma. I had to eat lunch before the stream, and I don't like to do that. I don't like to eat before the stream, but this 12 o'clock is kind of an awkward time for me. If I don't eat, then I'll be starving during the stream. If I do eat, then I'm like sleepy during the stream. Kind of a no-win situation. Unfortunately, nothing to do here. Just resign. I think I'm just gonna resign this. I don't know what to do. It looks really bad. That's it for the chess 960 today. There's nothing I do, dude. I'm down -2. I'm in this position. I can hardly like move a piece, dude. But check it out. Black played like perfect. It's gonna be 0-0-0, 0-0-0-0-9. Perfect game for Black. I mean, I can't play against that. He made it in accuracy. Wow. No, I don't feel like playing this game. Doesn't feel right to me. Doesn't look good. Now, -2.2 in the final position. Zugzwang resignation. It's like playing, you know, it's the same thing as the same effect you get as playing against a computer. There's just nothing I can do. You guys may say that's crazy, but I can tell you, I could fight a bit. You know what it's like, Jim? It's like fighting when you're tied up, you know, and your arms and legs are tied, and you know you're like basically like unable to move. Let's fight, you know. There's like nothing I can do here. I don't know. I don't like the look of this game. This is just so smooth by Black, like, and no time, you know. Look at the time. He's much smoother than me. I use time, but no, I mean, he's too good for me. I think that's my last chess 960 game for a while. Not interesting, sorry. All right, never mind. I don't want any chess 960 games. Sorry, dude. I'm gonna play Bananarama. I'm gonna give Uber driver a momentary timeout so I can get warmed up here. No, I mean, sometimes, yeah, but he's supposed to be 2003. Okay, think about it for a minute. My chess 960 rating is like high 2100s, and this guy is supposed to be 2003, and I'm in Zugzwang after 20 moves where he played twice as fast as me. I mean, you can think what you want, but I mean, it's a bit much, you know, in my opinion. I don't like the look of that. You know, I don't want to play that anymore. You know, I don't know, no accusations, but I don't want any part of that. So, all right, Uber Driver. Let's just pretend that game didn't happen. I'm going to give Uber Driver a pass. Actually, he's a subscriber, so we got to take a challenge. Bananarama, not a subscriber. So these guys are actually not subscribers. I'll have to play Uber Driver. Is he already warm from playing earlier? I played a 1600 earlier. That's not warm. That's not a warm up. A real 1600. But I'm not interested in playing somebody who plays like perfectly, like in their 150 rating points higher, playing twice as fast as me. I mean, I don't know. It's not an allegation, but I don't know what it is. You know, it's a little unbelievable. All right, whatever. I don't play computers. I gave that up 20 years ago. So if anybody wants to use a computer, I'll just resign and start another game. All right, Uber Driver. C4, knight f6, knight c3, c5. Allegation mode. What did I do this for? I never play this line with black. I usually play knight to c6. All right. I'm stuck here because this is not a line that I play. I might get transposed to a... I might get transposed to a hedgehog, which is fine. But if white had played now e4 or d4, I really am outside my normal repertoire. I'm one of Slaggie's warm-ups. Yeah, I mean, someone who's like human, plays like a human, is 300 or 400 rating points lower than me. You know, that's all right. I can do that for a warm-up. But that last game just felt like playing an engine. That's how I feel when I'm playing an engine. What I felt against my first opponent. All right. You can just feel it slowly encroaching on you with like perfect play. It's like this. Difficult to explain. In the old days, it was easy to tell. Computers were like purely tactical, but now just too hard to tell. Bob would love to be one of the warm-ups. Yeah, Bob, you're a good warm-up too. You've been getting better lately, though. Getting too good. Thank you for the donation. By the way, Bob with 25. Bob is back. We had a little talk. And I understand where he's coming from. And he understands where I'm coming from. You know, so we're sorry for any disagreement yesterday. B3, solid move from Uber Driver. We managed to beat Uber Driver. Interesting game yesterday. Uber Driver is very, very solid, but he's not a computer. But he has a generally solid style. Muy sólido. Muy sólido. I guess sólido, right? I had 2 cups of coffee early in the morning and I don't want to have more. I kind of just ran out of my coffee for the day already early. My early coffee, what am I looking for? Coffee ration. My coffee ration is over. So no coffee, no alcohol. Gotta just find a natural high here to get through the stream. Iced tea. I thought it might help. A little sugar. Bob is number 1. There is no number 2. There is no number 3. Thank you guys for the kind support last week, by the way. Looks like I'm close to equalizing here. Tal Spassky. Honestly, here I think Uber Driver Queen C2 looked like an interesting move. Knight f3 is quite passive. Percy Hepworth grabbing the second spot with 4 bits. playing for a win with queen b7. I gotta wake up. Deep breaths. Natural high. No alcohol, no coffee. We're just gonna get through the food coma. Nobody's gonna use any engines or computers. Rook d8, queen c2 again. I don't think I'd like that. Really symmetrical position. I'm still trying to figure out who Uber Driver is. He's dropping hints about his identity. Someone who lives not that far from my geographical area. A player who I perhaps met in New England in my life. You're ruining the fun, Jim. He's not Merle. But they never denied it, you know? Like, I've been accusing Merle and Uber Driver of being the same person for a long time. Yeah, they're two different personalities in the same person. Maybe they're not even aware of each other. Ruiner of the fun. Yep, try not to yell, okay? I'm surprised that why didn't actually is Mubot okay? Somebody check. Mubot doesn't seem to be with us. Is there some sort of Mubot problem? Threatening mate. A mega cheer from Blubby. 500. Mega cheer. Pride asexual. That makes me very happy to see that 500 bits donation. Thank you, sir. Mr. One. Mr. One. We got the pride emotes. Alright. Some might call this position boring, and I would be among them. But if you try too hard to play for a draw, oftentimes it backfires. Rock the chess. You've gone out on a limb there, predicting a draw. Symmetrical structure. Very solid player. Actively trying to play for a kind of balanced position. Very many draws in our personal history. I think you're not going to get very good odds on that bet, Rock the chess. Plus, I got the food coma. Not quite fully up to speed yet. He asking for a bit war here. Blubby, who's asking for a blip? Asking for a bit war. He's just dominating. He's dominating the bit world. Copycat. I only get back rank mated. Nothing really dramatic I can do here, but I think that his weakening of his king side is more significant than my weakening of my king side. Minor factor, obviously, but I mean, I don't want to let him down on the 7th rank, and I need a way to make some sort of progress here. Alms on Twitch, cheer 200. Alms, thanks for being here. I mean, I really do these streams on Mondays and Fridays, hoping that the European players will appreciate it. I think that it's possible that some days I won't be able to do these if it's like a beach day or something like that. It's not beach weather yet, but it's coming up. But I will try to do the 12:30 streams when I can, even during the summer. Food coma stream. I had a hot dog and chips right before the stream, so I think the food coma is fogging my brain. Gourmet food coma. Very American meal. Living life large. Alright. Damn it, this is boring. And this is painful to watch, actually. If you're honest, I will honor you. Gourmet hot dogs with onions. With onions? I mean, I could see sausages with onions. But you can't do hot dogs. Can you do hot dogs with onions? I mean, sausages, you know, are one thing. It's safe to talk about food in the stream. Usually I don't like to talk about food because usually I'm starving. And I don't like to eat on the stream or like right before I stream. But since I already ate, you guys are allowed to talk about food. Chopped onions. Yeah, that's true. Hot dog stations. They always have little... Yeah, it's kind of like relish. But it's onions. True. The gas stations. 7-Eleven. Uber driver shamelessly playing for a draw. Shameless. No shame in his game. Dude, seriously. This is such a bad start for my stream. It's so embarrassing. Embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I like your style. He's solid. So, you know, there's somewhat unsound. Uber driver is like somewhat solid. Hungary. Honoring you as a free ticket to the STD hospital service. They have a special service for that? I didn't know that. Be careful now. Be careful now. Boston Bruins fans. Bob from the podium. Jim is likely to eliminate him at some point. Maybe Bob is really too sharp. Bob was pardoned. President Trump. President Trump came to me personally and said that he really admires Bob for his can't say it. For his sexual appetite. No, I don't know what to say. I was trying to think of something good to say, but I couldn't figure it out, so I just made up something stupid. Basically, knight e4. We gotta be careful here. We gotta be careful here. Pardoned. I was a little hard on Bob yesterday. I mean, just banning him outright. He was bad, but he wasn't completely at fault. But I wasn't in the mood. It's very hard to play a simul. The simul's my hardest, most difficultest thing to do. And I don't like it when people troll me during my difficult moments. Almost trapped, but I can get out via b1. Objectively, this is a draw, but we've got a better king. Varamenchik style. Uber driver playing the Varamenchik style. We've got Blowbeaver with a huge generous donation to start the week at 500. Om's on Twitch with 200. I just want to let you guys know, Wednesday there's not going to be a stream. I'm going to be on vacation for one day. We're going to miss the Weird Wednesday stream. We've got our arena tournament tomorrow. That's the important thing. Most importantly is the arena event. All right, got to get my knight out of there. Get out of there. No, this looks a little weird to play f6. Trolling, actually, yeah, it's added value. It adds another dimension. Gonna get my guy trapped. King e3. There has been weak trolling lately, Bob. It was really at an all-time low, to be frank. And once again, I mean, if it hadn't been for my simul stream and the fact that I was flagging against like 20 players simultaneously, I probably wouldn't have minded that much. But you know I'm extra grumpy during my simul. And, but to be honest, it's true. Not to jinx myself, but there have been less kind of chronic troll problems lately. So you had to sort of fill in the gaps. I mean, it's much more interesting with a good troll now and then. You felt like you were compensating for the missing trolls. Knight c3. A moment when I flip. Yeah, I just decide that's enough. Now I'm angry. Uber driver. Uber solid. Trying to trap my knight again. Jesus Maria, as they say in Hungary. I give up. I guess this is just a draw. I better do something fast. Oh, there's these neighbors I can't stand. They constantly yelling. There's just no reason to yell. It's like a quiet place where we live. There's just absolutely no reason for it. My knight's almost trapped. Fortunately, he can't attack it just yet. Got him where we want him now. What's happening here? Oh my gosh. Yes. No. Doesn't work. I can't win. There's no way to win. I can't believe it. It looks fun. What? 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 It's like that commercial for Ring doorbells. What? I'm a car thief. What? Uber driver just committed suicide for no reason. Like, he's fine. He's fine. Why is he losing this game? King c3. Knight b5 check, king back. Alright, maybe it's not that easy, but okay, king back, king d. Is there possibility he's actually losing here? No, I mean, I think he's losing now. It says he's almost losing. Wow, I didn't think it was that bad. Let's see the cross table. Did I use a computer? I'm not going to do the engine on this. I think he blundered here. This should be holdable. G6, apparently a blunder. I mean, so I could play king c5, king knight d3 check, king b5. That's crazy. I couldn't possibly calculate this. Check, king b5, knight takes e5, knight takes b3, and black is better with the outside pawn. But there's just not enough pawns left on the board. I mean, that's likely to be a draw, actually. It really should have been a draw. Okay. We got tons of challenges. Hopefully I can wake up. Good job, Jim. Way to provoke Bob. Provoke Bobisms. Bananarama is not a subscriber. Bananarama, you're from Austria. We've had other Austrian players. But you've never been on the stream before, I assume. Alcantor Goth Angel Sinner. From Uganda. Not enough games from Goth. Sakamano. Fast sight? I would guess so. Kind of like... They played Blitz in those days? Did they even have clocks in the old days? I guess they did, right? When did chess clocks first get invented, Uber Driver? I mean, you're the chess historian, the resident chess historian. When were the first chess clocks invented? When did they first start using a clock? When did they first start playing speed chess with clocks? Bob, the Bob-matic. Okay. I don't know what to play, Bob. Bob, what do you want? E4, D4, C4. You call your first move, okay? Take request. You want E4? Alright. I should have just trolled him. Done like D4. Oh man, I'm just too straightforward. Gentleman, Jim. Maybe the landscapers are here. It's about that time. It's Monday. And I've started a stream. Let's play the Scotch. I managed to beat Nefedov with Scotch. Bob's out. Jim's in. Third place, 200 bits. I knew that would happen. Jim's very generous. He supports the stream every week. Alright, some water. Jim cheer rewards to 3 others in chat. Very unorthodox thing to do. Allowing the queen a powerful position. I wrongly here accused my weed expert of playing queen f6 in a tournament game against Alexander Shabalov, but Chef Joe actually didn't do that. He did the center game, he told me. He played like d4, c takes d4, queen takes d4. Shabalov played the center attack and Joe played queen f6. And that's equally stupid, but I was inaccurately claiming on the stream that he played a game with this in the Scotch. It's not the same. Asterbait never usually makes these early streams. Too much business to take care of. Bubby's teasing you. Bob, you can dish it out, but you can't take it. Be tolerant, Bob. Be tolerant. Language. Language, Bob. I said in my game that the one thing I wasn't going to do was trade rooks. Then you played rook d2. Yeah, knight endgames are the easiest, you know, to make a mistake in. I mean, I think that's a very important general concept for endgames. Knight endgames and king endgames are the most decisive. So, you're right, Uber Driver. If you don't want to lose, you should try to keep the rooks on. I didn't expect to win that knight endgame, though. I didn't really believe I was winning, and I still don't really believe I was winning. Maybe when I played, you know, when I hesitated on playing h5, I thought you could have played like something crazy. h5 yourself. I don't know why I thought that. Speaking of that other endgame. To blame, I didn't know that it's allowed to blame other users in the chat. You mean like, yeah, abusing other users in the chat? It's not really allowed. I mean, we don't have ironclad rules. I don't like it when people are abusive to other people in the chat. Bob has almost all rights here. Almost. Except when he gets banned. He's just out of punishment. He just got out of the penalty box. I hope that he behaves himself today. I mean, I think that yesterday was partially Soltigo's fault, to be fair. You know, and I didn't blame Soltigo at the time, but looking at it, they have a long time sort of bitterness, and I blame Bob, but I should have blamed Soltigo as well. And so, you know, it's my fault as well for just putting all the blame on Bob from yesterday. I don't think that's fair, but Bob's usually bad, so I don't understand either, Maybe we're not talking about the same thing. Anyway, I guess you just watch the replay. Right, they must issue. Yeah, exactly, Jim. I mean, you guys can't fight on my stream, but I'm not. It's not fair to blame one and not the other. You know, I should have blamed. I'm just saying I should have blamed Soltigo as well. He immediately came on the stream. He immediately made a very large comment about Bob. I mean, basically, it's both of their faults, you know. And I don't want to see you guys having private wars like on my stream. So, you know, I'm going to just be more democratic about it in the future and ban everybody who starts to make drama and fighting. Anyway, all right, enough of this discussion. This is a terrible position for Bob because he created this backward situation on the D file. You're never recovering from that. This is the first game of the stream, I would just resign. I'm gonna have to check out Moobot though. Moobot should really like be a little bit more. Okay, shit is kind of a marginal word, but Moobot hasn't been doing its job, like filtering out the bad words. I have to get on that. All right, Bob resigned. I think this is lost for Black. It's a good resignation. Bananarama. Alcantor, Goth Angel Sinner doesn't have enough games, so I'm not going to take that. I do ask that you guys have at least 50, preferably 100 games in order to... Bob, you're close to a timeout. Everybody's close to timeouts. I'm going to time out the whole stream. American Potzer. Just no negativity today, Bob. We're not going to do that again. American Potzer is challenging me to rate it. I don't do that. American Potzer. 1200 in Rapid. Oh, that makes sense. He's 1200 in Rapid, 1900 in Bullet, and 2056 in Blitz. Of course. Totally logical. Alright, whatever. Debosiuska I played before. Salka from Russia. I played before. I don't remember him. Okay. Anyway, the only subscriber we've got is Oms. Rock the chest, that's a lost position. I mean, you know, I wasn't joking when I resigned my first game either. I don't mind that resignation. Maybe Bob's just upset that he's still on tilt from fighting and stuff. But it's a lost position. I don't really mind a resignation in a strategically lost position. Another strong opponent, right? Yes, beginner shouldn't resign in Bob's position. But it is a lost position strategically. He's screwed. You know, he's going to lose that position like 99.9% of the time against the master. Probably even higher. Like 99.99% of the time. The other 0.01% 0.001% of the time he like slipped $100 under the table or something like that, you know, that he bribed him not to win or something. I don't know, but that's a really bad position for black, basically. Yeah, because I'm human, I make some inaccuracies, even in very good positions like that. All right, Ams, I gotta play something different against Ams. I'm so bored of the Catalan, actually, and a lot of the opponents that I play, I have many games against, so we gotta mix it up. Alms, you weren't here, but International Master Joe, my weed expert. What did he want me to call him? The weed master? Anyway, he brought down E3 poison. I was kind of looking through that. P like a boss. How do I choose a good opening that fits my style? You don't like Indian defense. Well, you don't have a lot of choices. I have 980 in rapid and 1600 in puzzles. If you don't like Indian defenses, you have to play d4, d5. I mean, I don't really see another choice. And anyway, at your rating, I think it's better to play classical openings. So you made your decision already. Like play like classical openings, e45 and d4, d5. You gotta start with the classics, I think, at that level. All right. Well, Percy Hepworth, I lost a pawn against Kamsky and I resigned in a tournament game. And a lot of like grandmasters were like, well, what are you doing? Yeah, I mean, I guess I should play it out. But if you're playing in a tournament, it's different, though, I guess. Because you want to save your energy for the next game. So this is the Palliser / Axel Smith, Axel Rose move order. E3 Queens Indian. I have had some trouble with this opening, honestly. I lost a game. Man, I feel like I lost a game that I forgot who I lost it to. That's weird. Alms knows his openings. He does. But I mean, Percy, do you know how bad his position is there? Like, seriously? He has, like, minus... It's probably close to -3, honestly. If you turn on Stockfish. I mean, that's like being a full knight down. His positional disadvantages is so big there. I mean, I'm not sure you realize how bad it really is. He's getting mated on the king side, and he's backward along the d file. So he's like tactically and positionally screwed in that position. This is all theory. I had the vague recollection I lost this, but I can't remember who it was against. Because I couldn't remember the theory. Something in a first Saturday GM tournament. About 10 years ago. Circa 2008. I don't know. I lost this position with black. It's like queen h5, knight f6, queen h4. This is in the books. It's supposed to be okay for black, but you have to know exactly what you're doing. This is another move. Your other brother, Daryl. Maybe it transposes. So if queen h5, knight f6, queen h4. The same thing, right? Except here he can go queen h3. That's like an improvement, or it's the same position? Actually, yeah, why would he go to h4 or h3? So it's the sack on d4, okay. I don't like this line. It's just too labor intensive for black. Too easy to make a mistake. Grabbing that pawn is dangerous. But I mean, Percy Hepworth, I agree, like, Bob shouldn't resign that position against another player his own level. But I think he's safe resigning that position against someone who's, like, a strong master, you know? The French. But it's not a French. I mean, he's just getting checkmated. It's like a really good dragon. You know, if you play the Philidor, Percy Hepworth, you can play the exchange Philidor with black, and you can play like what's it called? Bishop e7, exchange Philidor with bishop e7, and that's fairly solid for black. But if you play the Philidor and you try to play g6 in the exchange variation of the Philidor, it's very, very bad for black. I'm very similar to what Bob had, except Bob's is even worse because he's backward along the d file, having had played c5. It's basically like really bad. I don't, you know, I really don't want to argue about it all day, but I think it's a reasonable resignation. And he saves us a lot of time. Now we can play another game. Okay, here, queen h3. Who did I lose to in this variation? Queen d4. I'm supposed to take on d4. Is that a trap or something? I can't remember. It's a good thing I'm not playing. Is Cheesy Noob here? At this point, Cheesy Noob offers a take back. And I know it's time to resign. I can't remember the theory. And I know that it's like black has like a very narrow path here where he's lost if he makes one mistake. Well, I mean, the references to the position, Bob, if you pay attention, if you reference my game against Cheesy Noob and this position, it involves my queen being on the exact same square in the same kind of way. So, Bob, you have to pay attention to the details, okay? Generalities are not enough. We're talking about a specific pattern in a specific position. An exposed queen out in front like that, where I'm defending a piece on e4. The exact same thing, essentially. This is still theory, as far as I recall, and it's obviously extremely dangerous for black. But this is more or less why I don't play this for black. He's committed this to memory. It's a good line. No, I don't know. So why can't I play knight back to f6 again? Then there's some trap. All right, I don't know. I think I have to go back to f6 again. I mean, I don't see what else I would do. Knight e2. I guess it's knight e2 now. Am I going to get mated? Knight e2, queen d5. I'm scared to death. I was scared to death the first time I saw this. I just said I would never play this in my life. In a long time ago against Austrian IM George Danner, I did even worse. Like after knight c3, I castled. He played d5, and I was just screwed. I also lost that position with white against Nora Medved, where she just allowed me to play d5. I had a Benoni, and somehow I managed to lose with the clearly better position. So this is still probably analysis. White has a very strong attack. Queen c5, rook c1. Pretty much like any square I go to, very dangerous. What about queen d5? Queen a4 maybe. The safest. Almost a hopeless position. Bishop g5. What am I going to do after bishop g5? The million-dollar question. Resign? No. Hell no. Said the H word. I'm not going to resign, but I am in big trouble here. I will never play this again, I promise. I swear to you guys. Bishop g5. Take on b2. I don't remember what Richard Pallister said was the best move. He's recommending this position for white, you know, and he gave some lines what he thought was the more reasonable option for black. If I take on b2, I mean, white could still do bishop g5 with the idea of, you know, queen e5, bishop f6, of course. My only idea here is that my queen can actually retreat back to e8 and perhaps re-coordinate everything in some miraculous way. I have 3 seconds per move, so I'm not out of time ever. So you don't have to panic on 23 seconds. Well, Pallister wrote this book 2006 or 2007 on playing d4. And then Alms has also studied the more recent E3 Poison by Axel Smith, both focusing on E3 based repertoires, D4 E3 kind of based repertoires. Okay, rook c1, what's that about? Rook c4? Some sort of rook c4 type of idea. Wow, I have other problems too. It's got a massive attack. He was threatening rook c1 on the move, I mean c7 on the move. Felt like knight a6 got least in the way. If I play knight d7, he has bishop b5. No. If I play knight on bd7, he had like rook c4. My queen was very awkward there. Of course I'm scared. This is a terrible, dangerous situation. Another move I wanted to play was bishop e4. But I was looking at things like bishop e4, knight e4, queen f3. Probably, if we look at it in retrospect... Oops. Alright. The knight e4, the bishop e4 line might have actually worked, because I could play like bishop e4, knight e4, queen f3, f5 if I had to. Might not have been that bad. Obviously, white has a wicked initiative here. I'm about to get mated. I just like almost hung my whole game. This looks pretty lost. Queen d8, not a great move. Man, this is devastating. It was a terrible move, queen e8. My only chance is on time. Glad I saw that move. Nah. Wow. Quite a performance. Here we go again. I didn't even know the theory, and I got Queen A4 right. And now he knows more theory than me, and he played Rook on F to C1. And I don't even know the theory, and I played the most common move here, Knight A6. Which I hate, by the way. Apparently this is okay. Bishop A6 is better. Or Queen E8. I don't think this is okay. So Knight A6 is what everybody plays. I don't know. I felt immediately I made a mistake. Bishop A6. Maybe a slightly better chance. Still, it's bad for black. Knight A6. So he could have just played Bishop G5, which was the original plan, I thought. But the thing is, I can go here, he can take, and taking isn't that bad because I can always like run my king over here to E7. The knight covers the C7 square. Man, that was brutal. I made one mistake and two blunders, no inaccuracies. And Stockfish just rips me apart, it says. Okay, I blundered. Queen E8 is a blunder. Hambleton lost like this. Graham Morrison, another guy. I lost the exact same way. Hebden Hambleton, 2014. Knight G4. He's following the opening book. This is like only move. A +3. Graham Morrison. Knight A6, King G7, Bishop E5. It's all been played before. Except here I played Queen D8, which I said was a dumb move. It doesn't matter though, it's a lost position. Pretty brutally strong. Blobix, another weak player. I'm gonna lose again. You guys are too good for me. Too strong. Blobix won 2 in a row. I'm gonna look bad pretty soon. Alright, let's play Knight F6, something different. I don't remember if I played this against Blobix. He probably has a really good line. Usually people have some good line against Alyekin. Yeah, here it is. The one time I played this, I lost. Alright, so mostly I try C6 here. Not in the mood. But that guy did some weird stuff last time too. I'm not in the mood for him. Not in the mood for him, Percy Hepworth. If it was like the first thing that the guy had done weird, I wouldn't have jumped on him, but it's been continuous. Alright. Don't need that. Another bad opening for me. It's actually not that bad. I did lose the one tournament game where I played this, but I was on tilt. I had lost several games right before it, and I think was a little too much. So there's mutual threats to go like Queen G4 and Queen G5. I don't have a lot of tolerance for people who like come to my stream and immediately they have negative things to say about my stream. You know, that's fine. Then go watch another stream. It's okay if you're like a regular and you've been hanging out with me for a while and then you have some kind of critical, you know, positive criticism. But if you just come to my stream and start saying like, I don't like this, I don't like that, you know, go watch another stream, and it's no problem, really. It's absolutely no problem. Bishop a6. This is the usual idea here. Am I going to get in trouble because of queen g4? Should I attempt queen g5 myself? Yes, UberDriver's suggestion of f5 is an idea. Bob, did you create another account? Is that you, Bob? I guess if queen g4, I'm just gonna castle. It's basically like a French. I can't remember. Wow, he just had this all prepared. It's d3, solid move. b5, b4. Would he take on d5, maybe? Oh man, such an annoying move. Alright, let's castle. Prepare for f6. No more queen g5, I guess. Now you're scared? Well, you were scared last time and you were right. I guess I'm feeling like playing risky openings today. The one time I played this, I lost to a really weak player. He was like 300 points lower rated than me. Crushed me. But it wasn't really because of the opening. I was actually okay in the initial opening. I followed it up wrong. Look, Ma, no bad pieces. This is kind of bad momentarily. Hey, look, there's no passed pawn. This is stopped. I can play c5 maybe. Mr. Coffee, good to see you. Friendly face. Here comes the development. Y'all. f5, f6. The Uber driver's definitely not going to like that. Uber driver, you talk about this as if it's like some standard line. You think Reshevsky would play c4, c5 in the Aliekin's defense? That's sort of unbelievable. The chase variation. You played a postal game with Reshevsky in the French. He wasn't renowned for his opening theory. In fact, a lot of people joked about his lack of theoretical knowledge. That's cool. Right. Well, no, I mean, it's much more, you know, those Frenches are much more standard. But it's a completely different position where d3 wouldn't be available in the French. This d3 move pretty much threw me. But now it's looking good. I do have a knight problem. It's true. Never really had this happen before. Might have to play c5 just to give my knight a square. does look pretty dubious. The more I look at this, the more I don't like it. Man, I'm having a bad day today. These 1900s are tough. I think I'll just go get some regular 1900s from the tournaments here. Much easier. I guess I could play bishop b7 back, and you know, that's not that stupid. Then try to play like knight a6, but it's pretty slow. Quite a good idea by white overall. Cool idea. So bishop a6, knight a6, queen a4, knight back to b8. Also possible now is like bishop takes d5. I'm having a hard time understanding what's funny about Gadakamsky. I'm sorry, I don't really get that. The one thing is that he's not really humorous. All right, bishop b7. Just doesn't seem like an interesting topic of conversation. All right, is my queen trapped yet? Well, apparently. Yep. I think it's a safe resignation if you don't want to waste 7 hours of your life. You got to not get a pawn down against him. Bishop e7. Probably not that good. I'm trying to solve my problems here manually. Threatening rook takes f3. Wow, this is weird. Let me understand this. Knight takes e7. Pawn takes e7. Rook takes f3. e8 queen check. Queen takes pawn. G takes f. I mean, that just looks like a raging exchange sacrifice for black. Someone suggested just knight f4. Oh man, I don't know. Did I miss that? I mean, this has to be terrible for white. The Kamsky thing is getting really boring fast. And it's like kind of just, I don't understand, man. It's like, why are you like trolling my stream with that? All right, knight to d4. Yeah, of course he gives back the exchange, but he's like lost. I mean, he has no king position. I have a killer bishop. Yeah. It looks like even Brittany Zamora is more interesting than Kamsky. Kind of miss that guy now. He looks lost for white. All right. Just no tolerance today. Wasting my time. You're welcome, Mr. Coffee. Nobody disses. Disses. Gotta. I don't know. He's a former top player, but has no relevance to my chess stream at all. All right, let's go. Mr. Coffee. Wow, he's got queen. Got defenses there. Let's do it this way. Make Bob the mod. Yeah, this doesn't look good for white. G6. This doesn't look happy. So sometimes the Alyakin's defense works. Like the other side overextends himself. Welcome for the game, Blubix. At least we won one. After a kind of slow start. Save a Dog and Nefidov subscribers here, guys. I do take the I don't know about the opening guys there. I mean, I probably messed it up. D3 was a strong looking move. Is that theory? Wow. That's weird. Check it out. It's like D3. CD. Oh, so nobody plays Bishop A6. They all just castle. There's not that many games, period, though. Well, it should transpose. I mean, technically this is inaccurate. Oh, F6, played by John Cox. English. Is the guy an IM? Of course it's legit. Do you think I just make stuff up? This is like a real variation. This is just good for black. Wow. Completely sound. Alright, we got revenge for a simul victory yesterday. I got crushed by Blubby with white in a Sveshnikov. Alright, Nefidov, save a dog. Alright, save a dog. We'll continue the hyper-modernism. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe and support the stream. I also have a YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube, where I do upload all the old and new. I mean, I like the Alyakin's defense up until a point, and that point is basically when my opponents are grandmasters. And then, you know, it's really, really hard to play. I mean, against even IMs. I mean, anybody who's like 2400, it starts to become just too difficult. But I like it against weaker players. Weaker than me, I mean, I'm saying. Though I still have a bad score. My overall score with Alyakin's defense is not good. But again, I'm not a regular Alyakin's defense player. I think it's the kind of opening that you need to play all the time. You can't just play it part-time and experiment with it and expect to have good results. But I think it's also probably not a good idea. Keep it for Blitz and Rapid Chess. All right, save a dog. I played double fianchetto on knight c3 because of a3 on e6 followed by d5. Oh, you're saying like here you do a double fianchetto right away? Bloby? You're talking about this position? I had that game with Dimitri yesterday in our simul. One of our regular opponents. Another hippo. Interesting. So you can play e5. Yeah, Stream Sniper GM. I also stopped playing online poker. I still play live, but not a lot. No, I wouldn't trust online poker. It doesn't seem like it's regulated. It's very unsure if it's... Besides that, it just like lost a lot of its popularity. There just simply aren't enough players anymore to make it really worthwhile. So I don't play regularly. Gotta find a new way to make a living. Okay. But I mean, I would imagine if they could really regulate online poker, it could work, I guess. But what does that mean anyway? You know, I think like online poker is played in 4 or 5 states in the United States. Do you think they really like comb through the software and make sure that it's legit? Somehow I doubt it. You know, it's like the sites could still cheat. I mean, there'd be like no way to really tell. I don't know. The golden days of online poker are over, I'm afraid. Maybe online chess as well. But we can still have fun with chess because it's not for money. Don't play chess for money online. That would be my recommendation. You don't touch the E and D pawns till white plays e4 or d5. Right. I had a very similar game yesterday, as I said. And I completely empathize with what you're saying. I guess I just blundered. Yeah, I'm supposed to play h6 there. I just forgot. That's good. Always good. We'll have to... Save a dog is 1698, by the way. We'll have to... was that the last game he played against me? That was... Oh, that game was awesome. That was 7+3. He played like 2200. And then the last game, yeah, same thing yesterday. Every game he's playing like 2200 now. I played online poker from like 2001 until 2015. I mean, like 15 years I played online poker. I mean, that's a pretty long haul. Basically, since it started, almost until 2015. Almost since the inception. Well, it's taboo to talk about like online poker is rigged. But the fact of the matter is that it very well might be. There's no way to know one way or the other. With no regulation, it's almost like it's crazy if it's not, you know. It's I wouldn't take my chances anymore. I mean, I did really well, but for a while, you know, for most of the time, till like the last couple of years, it just became pointless. Concentrating on chess now. I specialize in Texas Hold'em, No Limit, but I also played a lot of Limit Hold'em back in the day, and we play a lot of Omaha now. I play more Omaha than Texas Hold'em these days when I play live. It seems like after you play Omaha, I mean, Texas Hold'em seems it seems kind of boring, actually. Now he's locking it up. I mean, I think that White made a mistake by playing, you know, Bishop G7 and not going for like H4, H5. Of course, Omaha is a very high variance game, and there's a lot of luck, you know, in the short term, a lot more luck involved in swings and stuff, and you need a lot more bankroll. But it's also more profitable, I guess, if you can get beyond the variance. People just play Omaha really badly. The bad players lose their money a lot faster in Omaha than in Texas Hold'em. Mr. Coffee, Omaha high-low. Yeah, nobody wants to play high-low. I like high-low a lot. But it's just too hard to find people who want to play. Because a lot of, you know, they don't like that a lot of games are like split pots and stuff. And, you know, but, you know, a lot of people say that Omaha high-low, I think, is like strategically maybe the most complex. I can see how a chess player got even more variables to consider. Save Dog's rating is like absurd. He's 1698. Every time I play him, he's playing like a master. I don't really understand how he can be 1698. Okay, so could he have made a small tactical mistake, or is this a trap? Knight to d5, ed5, queen h4, pawn takes pawn. I mean, I guess I'm winning a pawn here. You can also do knight f5 check, pawn takes pawn. That looks a little scary. Yeah, I mean, it's 1698 who plays like a master. I mean, not always, but lately, like the last couple of games, these two games were 2200. And he's always been ridiculously tough. But I can't possibly rationalize his rating, what that's about, you know. I just didn't quit poker. I stopped playing poker online. I never quit playing poker. I mean, I still play every week, like live, but I'm not doing it for a living, you know. It's a lot less stress to play chess. Chess is stressful too, though. Knight takes g6, I don't think that's really the best. It's just so much easier to lose a large amount of money in Omaha than in Hold'em. So, what am I doing? E4. E4 just gives the pawn back, right? I mean, I have queen h4 ideas. I almost dropped a queen here. Pawn takes f4, knight takes f4, queen g5, knight e6 check, resigns. I want a pawn so I can give a pawn back. Take a book, give a book. What is it? One of my neighbors has this like wooden shelf he put outside his house. It's like, give a book, take a book. Okay. I've seen that at the beach, but to like have one in your yard is kind of weird. E4, just giving the pawn back for the sake of safety. Morales resubscribed for 20 months. What's up? I've been playing poker for real money since I was like 8 years old. I can't imagine playing poker for not money, you know? Like, what would you do? There's nothing less fun than like free poker. People that play like free poker. Man, save a dog. I don't know, dude. Just too good. I'm concerned about this. I better go for it. I hope this works. Queen h4. Take, take. Oh, he has a strong move now. No doubt he'll find it. I missed it. He didn't find it. I thought rook f3. I mean, this might be good as well. I really think this might be good as well. Just ridiculously strong for a 1600 rating. I don't understand. Am I down a pawn? Like, Save Dog, what is your deal? Really? I mean, it's gotten kind of out of control lately. I don't get it, man. Gambling, you know, for not money kind of isn't fun. Don't really understand that. I mean, I understand, you know, in the beginning to like learn the rules or whatever, but after a while, the strongest 1600 in the world, probably. Maybe I can beat him on time. How's his bullet rating? 1325. It's interesting. 1666. 666. B4. Triple exclam. Interesting. Probably gonna lose. Maybe I can hold a draw against the 1698. I'm not sure though. Looks like I'm in trouble here as well. Active defense. Strange. Well, suddenly I'm winning. Am I winning though? The outside pawn, is that enough? Might not be enough. The king and pawn game might not be a win. Take everything, play g5. He takes. Actually, that's not a guarantee either. Take everything, so I should probably not, you know, take the g2 pawn. This very well might be a draw. Not sure about king d4. He's finally going to lose. Crumbled at the last moment. I mean, I was on the verge of losing this game, of course. There's no secrets about that. I mean, I was very, very lucky to even draw being down a pawn. White played the whole first 2/3 of the game, approximately 21 plus. All right. Morales. Morales has one of the higher tallies of games. He's up to 146 now. I think there was only 2 players who have more than 200 games played against me here on lichess: Nefedov and Emil Skinner. If anyone else makes it to the 200 club, Morales, I think you have a chance, but you gotta be here more often if you can make it. Playing with the baby at hand. Uh-oh. That's child endangerment. All right. That way you've got could you repeat? Repeat what? Morales, I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question. No questions. I was just saying you should play more. Baby, he's got a baby, and he's like holding his baby literally while he's playing, I think. He's babysitting and playing this game at the same time. Not easy to do. That's the excuse everybody uses. Once I told Mark Ginsburg I was flossing my teeth during the game, that's why I lost. He didn't believe me. But it was true. It was like morning, I was just like multitasking, and I'm just like, oh, I'll start the game anyway. He just didn't believe me. The baby is a good position. He could be a good positional player. Baby is baby's fast. This baby is fast. I don't know what to do. This is kind of a weird position. Never done this before. Okay, baby. Baby is quite quick, you have to admit. Damn it. Dropped a pawn again. Damn it. I didn't really win a piece here. It's just a pseudo sacrifice. Check out Morales with the e5. OMG. You can do that. Can't believe it. He could just do that and he's better now. What about c4? It's too crazy. Mind system. Funny to see that in German. Dutch or whatever. Passive for white. This baby's pretty strong. Baby beat me last time. Oh, that was a good game. That was that advanced Karo Khan in the simul. Man, he got a good game. He played e5. I just totally spaced on that. Black is better already. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. What am I gonna do? This is horrible for white. B4. B4 A6. Alright, this is crazy. Bishop G4. No, I mean, it's fine. Normally I don't do knight E5. No, Bishop G4 is a good system. I just decided to experiment. Knight E5 isn't really a great move, probably. I don't know why. Pachman. No, I mean, when they play Bishop G4, white should just play Bishop G2 and continue normally. I don't know why I just got excited about doing something crazy here. Something experimental. Felt like doing something experimental. Pac-Mans. Keeping the tension. This is a weird position. Let's go for it. Only Pavel Blatny could love this. I read like lots of poker books. I have quite a few. '87. They're all probably out of date now. Of course I read poker books. I mean, I spent like 15 years of my life studying poker like it was chess. I mean, it's not like something I did part-time. I have like 500 chess books and probably like 40 poker books, you know. I was just as serious about poker as I is about chess. I had the same level of dedication. I mean, it's a science. Poker is a science. It's like chess, man. It can be viewed as many different things. Some people say chess is just a game. It's a science. It's an art. It is what it is. It is what it is to you. I mean, to some people, poker is just a game. It's just a science to others. It's mathematics to other people. I mean, the same thing with chess. It's what you want to make it. Well, I mean, a lot of people, Jim, learn chess without books too. You know, that doesn't make it right or wrong. I mean, different approaches. Homemade players. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's not going to hurt you to read books about a subject, you know. The chess players in Washington Square Park who never read a chess book are probably not doing themselves any favors by never having read a chess book. And I think the same would apply to poker. Okay, what am I doing here? I don't think it matters if it's chess, poker, anything, whatever it is. You need to study what your subject is. It's like an academic subject. Of course, you know, if it's like math, you would study it. If it's science, you would study it. I mean, as with any information you can get. Let's grab the bishop. My knight has run out of useful things to do. You could take with the pawn or the queen. Bella Bedea. I'm playing the Gurkha needs a Karo Khan. with white. Come on, baby. Now he's really threatening to win a pawn with taking on d4, so... This is a really weird situation. a4 takes, bishop a3. Morales is fast. He makes good practical decisions quickly. Doing his job. Samuel. In Spanish, do you say Samuel? In English, we make this very strong Samuel pronunciation, but Samuel L. Jackson. Nice move, b5. But it definitely has its it has its advantages and disadvantages here. Another knight going to b7. Wow, alright. Baby's too fast. You gotta hope baby has to go to the bathroom. Morales will have to forfeit. Bad bishops all around. I like the structure here. We have the big island. The big island. This is Oahu over here. This is the big island. The kingside. Whoa. That is some crazy baby. That is a crazy baby you've got there. Probably not a good idea. Maybe he's a genius. This baby is a genius. Knight b7. Funny move. Right, I want to get rid of that. Pick that pawn off. Give me that. Give me that pawn. Pressure on d5 also. Kind of important here. Life is not a game with complete information. My life position is better than it used to be. Whoa. Surprise. A little surprise. Two can play at that game. Tuka Rask. Let's not and say I did. Man, Morales. How is he playing this fast with the baby? The baby's cheating. That baby is cheating. You had that move and I forgot about it? Oh my god. I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I just forgot about it. Damn. Wow. With the baby. With the baby, he beat me. Damn, dude. I was better. That sucks. The baby gambit. I mean, you psyched me out with the baby thing. It's not fair. I almost played c6 and then I decided I wasn't better here. Sucks I talked myself out of this. Wow. C6 was really strong. I just thought your B pawn was strong, but my pawn's even stronger than yours. Man. So rook takes c5, d4, queen b2 here. I totally forgot about rook c4. I'm staring at the position and I'm like, oh, he can't pin me. Yeah, he can. Just lose immediately. Wow. Too much time pressure. Another loss. Alright, good job. Good job today. Playing well. Well, I don't think you were lost, Morales, but you were worse. Multiple losses for me today. Every game is tough. Well, I haven't had much time to play. I'm definitely out of practice. Alright, so Dobosiuka. But I have all kinds of excuses. I didn't drink any alcohol today. I'm working 2 jobs. I didn't warm up. I haven't been playing much off stream. I have all kinds. I can come up with like 10 different excuses. I had a food coma because I ate before the stream, and I hate to eat before I play. Walter Brown. All right, Dobosiuka's not here. Hello. Unbelievable. Somebody's leaving a robocall on my answer machine. Alright, abort game. Nicholas. Yeah, it's really loud too. They must have the volume turned way up. Teetotal good. Well, I don't play, I don't drink during my tournament games usually. The food coma was the bigger problem today. I never ever eat before the stream usually. Bishop b5. Brown was like absolutely religious about it. He said like he would buy his opponent a steak dinner. Was it somebody in the stream who was saying that? This is a funny variation that's rarely played, e5. I'll boast no theory on it, but there was this guy I used to play on the Internet Chess Club, some IM, used to use this variation. I might have actually seen a game where Igoras Raussis, the Latvian Grandmaster, played this. My best achievement in poker so far. Once I won the Stars 109 rebuy without any rebuys and no add-on, and when we got to the final table, I just had chat turned off and I didn't even consider making a deal with anyone. It was kind of fun. Knight f3. That was probably my best online tournament. So here we go. Bishop takes f3. We played the endgame. It's approximately equal. I don't know if I've played this player before. One game? One game. It's a 109 rebuy, so the buy-in is 109. That's what it is. The average buy-in was like $300 with rebuys. Alright, I'm gonna take here. Try to fix my structure. Equal. Very few people here on my stream talk poker with me, though. We almost never go there. these days, focusing just on chess since 2015. I love chess. It's a much deeper love for me. Interesting game, though. This position, white willing to give up that structural. Over here, we both have the structural weakness. This is funny, though. If you look this up, almost no games. Very logical move, this e5. It's like a specialty move. I mean, the other possibility would be like bishop g4. I think I've played that before. But come to think of it, white can play like h3, and I don't see anything. Looks like I might just already be in trouble. Not really in trouble, but I have to take here. Play f5. Have the double pawns. Nicolas 0. You only have one game. I do ask the people, I really shouldn't play this guy, but I had already played one game with him, so I accepted the challenge. Normally I wouldn't accept this challenge because our opponent has only basically like 37 games other than Bullet, and I don't like to play anonymous accounts that are new. But I trusted him because I have played one other game against him. That looks like a mistake, I think, to play knight g5. I was expecting him to play knight d2, knight c4 with a slight advantage for white. Not an easy position for me with the broken pawns. Is anyone here? Are we still... I know that there's like the Norway chess, so we probably have less viewers than typical. Would be typical. Less viewers than we typically do, in other words, due to Norway chess. What do we do here? Bishop h6. Pin it and win it. He wanted to open me up on the e-file, but luckily this is going to save me, hopefully. Luckily, hopefully. Very decisive. You found, thanks to me, you found a wonderful line to fight the Alyekin. Hope to test it soon. Sounds like Nefedov. Bobby's getting Nefedov style. Using reverse psychology to get me to play stuff. Nicholas kind of messed this up. I thought he was better, actually. Again, if he had played knight d2, very safe, back to c4, instead of knight g5, I thought that black was just slightly worse. Probably very uncomfortable and difficult to hold, in fact. But when I looked up this variation, again, with a really rare e5, there's like almost no practical examples of this move being played. Come to think of it, like d takes e5, knight takes e5, queen d5. I think someone might... no, it's not right. Bishop, knight f3. I could play like check, but that doesn't make sense. I don't know about my next move, bishop g4. No, that's true. I hope you'll go to the Alyekin for fun. Well, I do play it. I play it for fun. I only play it in tournaments when I'm completely on tilt. When I'm like losing all my games and I don't care anymore. I think that's usually when I go, that's my go-to opening in that situation. Not an easy position even so. I'm up a pawn here temporarily, but the pawns are all kinds of broken for both sides. My bishop and his knight are equal. All I'm up is like a double isolated pawn, essentially. This looks kind of problematic. Check. Try to get active. I mean, I was seriously considering playing like bishop back to g7. But rook f4 is too good. I don't recall this first game I played with this guy. Oh, I remember now. Okay, I was black and Rosslimo on a different line, so he varied with e5. Interesting. Yeah, I managed to win a nice game against him the first time, but now he's really looking good. I feel like white's almost better here. Wow. This is crazy. Oh, there's some cool lines. Wow. Totally unexpected. Tales of the unexpected. What am I supposed to do now? F3 check? That doesn't work. Bishop takes an F3 check? What about bishop takes and F3 check? What about just trading rooks? Probably that's what I should do. Actually, maybe I'm all wrong. I don't know about this king and pawn end game. Hopefully there won't be a king and pawn end game. To go for this, it's a draw. That might have been a mistake. Maybe I should have played king e6 there. Can still play rook f7. I could even lose in some of these king and pawn games, for sure. It's really kind of messed up. He's used almost no time. I'm just worse now. Well, I have check e2. Check e cheese. So I guess I'm not really worse. But I'm not really better. I think it's just a draw. This is probably a draw. My pawns are too weak. All Isolanis, essentially. He's like no time. Great game by white. Rook d1, he overlooked. I mean, he didn't overlook the tricks that I was threatening with knight takes h7, f3 check. Really trying to set him up there. Right. Just draw. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who's really better here? He's got the better pawn structure, but my king is active. I'm going to win the C. He's going to win the C pawn. I'm going to win the G pawn. And he's got, yeah, it's a draw, probably. I mean, technically I have a passed pawn, you know, so maybe I'm better. Where'd everybody go? They're watching Norway chess. There's only 19 viewers, 20. Norway chess started at 11, though. We were up to like 35 viewers, and our viewers suddenly disappeared. It's weird. But I don't know why we went down from like 30 to like 19 all of a sudden. I never have this low. He didn't defend that pawn. Interesting. So this is even stronger than his other move. Which I completely missed this. So now he's better? Or what? King d6, give him the... Now I have to give him the g pawn to go for the others. King d6, rook g7, rook a2. Rook g6 check, king d5. I guess we go with that. Not what I was planning on. The best are here, Blobby, but I still would like to know why I suddenly lost like 12 viewers very quickly. Stealing my viewers. Disappearing. Just to draw him in the box of the pawn. In the square of the pawn. Oh, Zeidnot's. So Norway chess. I hate the format of that, by the way. Like, I think it's sort of silly, this Armageddon stuff. Rook takes g6. Draw. I have a pawn up. 2 c pawns against 1 g pawn. It's a 2 against 1. Connected pawns. They're, what would you call them? Like, horizontally challenged? How do you call these pawns? My connected pawns are horizontally challenged. Vertically challenged. They're suited connectors. No, they're opposite suits. One is black and one is white. Unfortunately, it's probably a draw, but I guess there's ways that either side could lose. I mean, instinctively it seems like it should be a draw, but it's a little complicated by the fact that I have double pawns. Bob is not here. Bob seems to be missing. You mean Bob's 6 accounts aren't logged in? Is that what you're alluding to, Blubby? Acerbate's not here. Oh, that was kind of a scary moment. This is probably a really clean way to draw, though, by white. Got to give him credit for that. That's a nice technique there. Clean. I get back to save the pawn. Yeah. I'm gonna save the pawn. Good technique by Nicolas. Oh, this is different. But that might be a bad move by him, though, technically. Guess we should stay as active as possible. Could lose a tempo here if he's not careful. So he's screwing this up now. Now it's like touch and go. It's probably lost for white. He had rook g2 just drawing by force. Sort of stupid to have to hide behind my pawn. There's really nothing he can do. As long as he's cut off by one file. Just don't blunder. Don't blunder, Blubby. Bob's still here? Okay, so he missed a very clear draw earlier with rook g2. Rook e4 is not going to cut it now. He can't cross over. He's trying to be tricky. We're worried about you, Bob. We missed you. He's cut off by 2 files now. It's like hopeless. Yeah, I mean, so the elegant way to draw... I mean, the elegant way to draw was back here. I don't know. Apparently this is still a draw, but importantly, like this position. Because rook g2, king g2, king e6, king f3, king f6, king e4, king g6, king e6, king c4, king takes c5, and king d7, and this is a draw because my pawn is pushed up to c6. If my pawn is on, you know, even if my pawn is on c7, it's still a draw because he has king d5. So, you must know your basic king and pawn in game theory in order to play a rook in game correctly. You know, you got to start Russian system, king and pawn in games. No, Bob, our numbers are down because of Norway chess, and a lot of people think that you have 10 accounts, so you're single-handedly responsible. But I don't think you have that many. Now you stay outside, just mow the lawn. I'm so happy there's no lawnmowers active. But it doesn't matter if you don't have opposition, right? If the king's up too far, you know, his king is in too good a position. He's in front of the pawn. Santiago. We've played before. I don't remember his openings really. He's from Brazil. I play an Argentinian move. Quinteros. The Quinteros variation. You have a couple accounts. This one, Merle Dixon, Uber driver. All right, guys. I'm ending the stream at 3, so I have time for like maybe one last 5+3 challenge for today. Kind of a quiet day. Tomorrow's our big stream. Tuesday night fights. Tuesday night Pandemonium. Tuesday night arena tournament, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. Password protected event to prevent Bob's troll accounts from accessing the tournament. Thank you guys for your donations today. Blubby, Arms on Twitch, Jim, all donated. Bob Sakamana, Percy as well. Password is Pondabodia for tomorrow night's tournament. Don't forget. Bishop c4 is interesting. This could even transpose to a theoretical variation, because queen c7 is often played to attack e5 and like support c4. I wouldn't be surprised if this transposes to something almost normal. So Tivyakov was the big expert with white here. g5. Did I hear g5? g5 h3. How does that work for me, by the way? g5 h3. h5, I have no threat. Then he makes a move like knight a3. That seems sort of stupid for black. Oh no, g5, of course. Bishop g7. Oh, now I remember. Yeah, but I think this is a sharp variation for black. I mean, I'm not even sure if this is correct because the move order was so weird. I'm not sure if this is book or just similar to book. I had a game I lost in this line too due to lack of, kind of like the game I lost to Alms earlier. I like to play like very dangerous variations with inadequate preparation. Okay, knight takes h7. I think I'm supposed to trade queens when they do that. Definitely safer to trade queens. Wait, do I have h6? Do I have to lose a pawn here? Do I have compensation for this pawn? I mean, h6 looks scary. h6, knight f3, bishop g7. Can I do that? You can try. Only live once. Knight f7, king f7, queen h5 check. Good night. Bedtime for Bonzo. Not quite. I know this looks scary, kids. We're gonna try it. Tal goes knight f7, of course. No, not quite. I'm afraid I did something wrong, but maybe not. Give me that. I need that pawn. Central pawn for wing pawn. But a very provocative strategy for black. Given that I'm black, you know, and I'm leaving my king just chilling in the center. I am happy to see the queens leave the board because I think that my king is safer. Of course, Uber Driver referencing the famous Alyekin game. I thought you'd see it your way. Knight f4. Can I do that? Of course. Knight f4, bishop e4, d5, bishop f3. Yeah, let's do it. To be afraid of everything. Gotta be aggressive, guys. Time for one last challenge. I don't know if anybody's got anything left in the tank. I mean, I really lost enough games today. Struggled in enough games, but... King safety. Where does my king belong? Deep. Ultra deep. Don't want to trade the bishop pair. Bishop pair is... The bishop pair is life. Life itself. Not to f8. Yeah, I mean, maybe f8 was more rational. I'm not sure. Slightly more rational. It is possible, Uber Driver. The king is more active on c7. Karpov. You didn't study your Karpov. Nimzo. It's not a Nimzo. I thought it was a Nimzo. Okay. E5. That's kind of weird. Let's let him have his little knight there. Temporarily. E5 is risky, advancing my central pawns. He does seem pretty good for 1884, though. But he's Brazilian. Just like at poker, they're always good. Brazilians seem good at everything. Some people from certain countries, they're just always tough. F4, very Nimzovichian. I have my brakes. Put on the brakes. My rooks are misplaced, and I need to play like F6, E5, which I joked about before. Let's do it. I'm going to end up having to play this anyway. At some moment. Man, my center is kind of shaky. The center looks shaky. Damn, look at this guy. He's Nimzovich. He is Nimzovich. Very strong for 1884 lichess rating. I'm 5-0 against him. But that doesn't matter. That's in the past. It's now that matters. The here and now. If I don't get any other challenges, guys, this will be the last game for today. I don't mind getting out early. I wish it was warm enough to go to the beach. Go to the beach! I have a question. I'm working on the win order, the Nimzo and the Queen's Indian Defense. It turns out they're all invented by Nimzovich. Well, I mean, you know, it's kind of like, you know, this invented by Nimzovich. I mean, okay, he was one of the most... It's not like he invented the Nimzo. I mean, there was other players who contributed too, but yeah, okay, I understand. Should I study my system and chess practice and rotation? I mean, I never studied my system and chess praxis. I just learned it from other players, you know. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to learn Nimzovich's principles. You don't have to study Nimzovich himself necessarily. C4, brilliant. White's doing a great job staying solid. This is a very strange idea by me. Strange idea from a strange person who has a stuffed animal on the stream. Oh my god. Look at that move. Jeez. I think I just blundered. My god. This is not what I intended on doing. Guess he got a lot stronger than last time. I don't remember. But I am getting in some trouble here. I can start playing the Nimzo basically the same time as Nimzo. He gets no credit. He's a little bit younger than Nimzo, right? There goes the bishop pair. Man. Brilliant play. Brilliant play by White in this game. Seriously. Just genius. I mean, dude's making me work to equalize now. 1800. I better be careful I don't lose. I'm worse now. He has the perfect structure. Pretty strong, dude, honestly. I think that's the last game for today. If I can draw this, I'll be happy. Wow. Nice game by White. I thought he was slightly worse, but I'm not sure. It's an interesting move. H4. Debatable. Maybe strong. Highly debatable. He's putting his pawns in the right color. That does seem right. You got to give him credit for that. Oh, he's so solid. Damn. I've got no bishop. Bad. My bishop's far worse than his bishop. Now it's like equal. king was never ever safe. She's got a minute more than me as well. Impressive game. Looks drawish now. Of course, obstacle or bishop positions with rooks on the board tend to be kind of dynamic, not necessarily draws, obviously. I lost on time. All right, good game, man. Good game. I just froze. I froze. The engine says it's equal. Probably it is, but on paper, white is better. White has the better placed king. White has the better bishop on c4. Slightly better structure, you know, and I don't have a good move, really, in this position. That was a very, very strong game by white. I mean, I'm curious to see what the engine says about the play by both sides in this game. Because I don't feel like I played too bad. You know, I really was kind of fairly happy with the way I played the game. I thought master level, honestly. I'm curious to see how white did. You know, again, like in 1800, I mean, he basically didn't make any mistakes. Apparently he did. But something microscopic. I mean, he's like 0.2 worse at this point. He was seriously worse at one point. Alright. King b6, I couldn't find that. So he was slightly worse. But overall, like, I thought a good quality game by both sides. He was never worse than like 0.9. That's not bad. This is very hard for me to win. He put pressure on the center. Okay, I flagged in a drawn position. But I just didn't know what to do. The final position, okay. It's a draw. I mean, if I go bishop d4, he can go like here. Infiltrate, you know. White's a tiny bit better. I have to be a little bit careful. So, lost on time. Not a great power stream for me today, guys, but it's some interesting games. My favorite game today was the game against Blubby, where I beat him with Black and Elyakin. That was fun. But again, thanks to you guys for supporting the stream. I will be back tomorrow night with a password tournament. I'll let you know what the password is. Ponda Bodia. There's actually two passwords, admin and Ponda Bodia. But anyway, good game there, Santiago. Now we're picking up more viewers as we're ending the stream. You didn't figure I had to get revenge for that drubbing you gave me yesterday, Blubby, in the Sveshnikov. Queen f3, probably not a very good system for white. Anyway, thanks everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night, 5:30, with Rapid Arena. Everyone who is a regular here can request the password, and we'll give it to you. We'll start the stream at 5:30 tomorrow night. The tournament at 5:45. It lasts 2 hours. Good day for a walk, Uber driver. Sounds good. I'll see you guys later. Have a great afternoon or evening, as it may be the case. Thanks from the Ponda Macro Ponda, substitute Scrub Ponda, as our regular Pondas in Budapest. Bye-bye. Later, guys. Bye-bye.